Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to the Broadacres Unrealistic series. Our, what did I call him? George. I'm pretty sure I called him George. George here is working very well, our big bud called George, and he's doing an excellent job. He has almost reached another pass on the field. What are we up to now? This is episode 12, isn't it? It's done that much in 12 episodes. That's pretty good going. I mean, yes, if you do kind of look at the grand scheme of things, there he is, he's C, down in the bottom corner of field 14. I don't think he's ever going to finish his field. I really don't. I'm starting to have my doubts as to whether it's even possible. We shall see. Anyway, let's just quickly skip through this lot here. Our battle tractor is doing a magnificent job, powering on up through the field. And why have you stopped? I started you going and then you stopped again. You have let me down. I'm not sure why he stopped again. He shouldn't have. It's a bit of a mystery. There may have just been something in the field there that it didn't like, something like that. It does occasionally do some strange things. Anyway, this one's going to carry on, and as you can see, it's leaving a load of cotton on the ground. This is not what would normally happen. You can also harvest the cotton fields with combines, and they do the same. They extract cotton, it goes into their grain tank, but they also leave a swath of cotton on the ground. So we can do one of three things. We can leave the swath of cotton on the ground and just plow it back in and ignore it. We could bale it up using a standard in-game round baler, which would require no changes from me. It will just bale it up and give you cotton bales. Or I could try to find a modded baler that we can increase the capacity to like 1,000,000 litres a bale or something like that. And we could try baling it up with that. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. Do you want me to just leave the cotton that's on the ground? Do you want me to bale it up with standard round bales, or do you want me to find a modded baler and increase the capacity of the bales by quite a long way? So I'm not going to do very much more with the cotton this week. I'm just going to leave the harvester carrying on around the field as it's been doing. It'll probably do another round. And I think 3 rounds around the outside of the field would be pretty good to sort of set us going for next time. And then when we start moving just straight up and down the field, we'll then have enough room to turn on the headlands and we won't have bales in the way. And I'm thinking that if you do decide that you want me to bale it up with either a modded baler or a standard baler, we can just put it on follow me with the auto unload feature going, and it is going to leave little gaps, but I think overall it's going to work out fairly well. So that, I'm thinking, would be the best option, and I'm probably going to get 3 or 4 more cotton harvesters going while we do that, and then we can be ferrying bales around or something along those lines. We'll see how it works out. It could be interesting. Anyway, that one can carry on there, but we do have 137,000 litres of cotton on board this machine already, so we kind of need to do something with that. We've got our 3 combines, those can just stay there. And this one, actually, we're nearly finished doing this field here. And we need to get this field finished, and we also need to get this field finished as well. So we've got this tractor racing back up through there, and there should be another tractor in just a moment. There's the big bud, going nice and steady. I want to go back this way to our other tractors. There we go. We got this one racing back up through here as well. I want to get this field finished being planted. It doesn't matter about the fertilizing so much, although we will get the fertilizer spreaders going in here so that we've got the beans ready. The important one is the soybeans. I'd like to be able to get the soybeans started fairly soon so that we can get those in for the pigs. Because if you have a look at the moment, the pigs don't have a great deal of food. We come over to here. Animals, they've got plenty of straw. Oh, they do have, they're half full on wheat and barley now. So they've done all right with the wheat and barley. I think actually I need to get one of the combines going on another wheat and barley field. But we've got the canola and sunflowers. They've not got a great deal on there. Potatoes, they've got nothing at the moment. Oh, that reminds me, we've also got to do some fertilizer spreading down on the potato field as well, don't we? So if I just go through to growth, no, not growth, soil composition, take off the needs plowing bit, so then we can see. Right, now it'll load the map. It does take a little while to load the map, so that's why you want to try and sort of get what you want immediately. That one's nearly done. We've done potatoes down here, so that needs doing. We own this field here, but that's not fully grown, so we could put a bit of fertilizer on that field. And we got this one over here as well, which I think is ready to harvest. I can't remember. I think field 16 is also ready to harvest. Well, that one's so small, though, it's barely not worth bothering. 17 is ready to harvest. So we can put fertilizer... no, we can't. We can just combine that one. I can actually take a combine now and put it going on there. But we've got field 3 that we can put some fertilizer on today as well. So that one actually has worked out perfectly. Come down through there and finish that one. So let me just spin this one round. And we've just got the short section of the field left to do. And then this field is done. We just got to fertilize it. That's all. And that shouldn't take very long. So if I can come up to there. Is that about right? I think I might want to just go over a little tiny little bit. Just to be on the safe side. I don't want to be missing lines up across the field. There we go. Right, I'll set that one going there. Right, what should I do first there? That one is going quite nicely. I want... Actually, when this one gets to the end of the field, I could drop this one down to the potatoes. We'll worry about that in a minute. Got that one. I want one of these. We'll take this one right here. And I'm going to teleport this one all the way over to field 17, which is actually ready to harvest. So if I drop it down into that corner, we've got a little bit more wheat down here to do. I'm only going to use the one combine in here. Let me put the spout back in, like that. Start you up. And drive you off over to the edge of the field. We'll go over to this corner over here, and I'm going to let the AI vehicle extension do a couple rounds around the outside, because otherwise it's not going to be able to turn properly when it gets to the end of the headland. So if I start this one right about here, I am going to have to engage the AI vehicle extension in a second. So if I go like that, we go back to the AI. I'll go into the options. I want to make a bigger turn. There we go. Back, and I think that's all right. Now, do I have the enable straw swath? And then I can press disable. So yeah, because this is the one that was doing the OSR, the canola. So it should now, if I do that, it should work. It should start to do the outside rounds, do a couple of outside rounds on this field. Actually, we're going to be like 5 or 6 because it's quite a small combine. Once we've done that, and it'll unfold it, should carry on. I just want to make sure it's leaving straw behind. Yes, it is. Excellent. We're going to need to do something with the straw that we've got left behind in the other field. So that one can carry on and harvest that field. I'm not going to put another combine in there. But I am thinking that we should go over to the small field, maybe, and get that one as well. So if I can just wait for this map to load up, we'll grab that field. Do I own this one? I don't think... No, I don't own it. So we've got that field right there. I can buy this one. 738 is still 9 hectares. That is still a huge amount of area. So we'll buy that one there. And I'll go and get another one of the combines. We'll get this one here. And let's press 9. And then we can teleport that one over into this field here. Like that. Start you up. Put that one in. Right. Bring that one over this way. So we've got... This is another field of wheat. So we got loads of wheat that we're getting harvested today. And I'll bring that one in there. See, this field is very, very square. It's right up to the corner there. Is that wheat that we got here? Oh, no, that's barley. We got a little bit of barley going in here as well. And I want to go, again, I want to set the... Just get the settings on there. So I'll go up to 100% on there. Okay, and I'll go on there like that. And then press H and start that one up as well. We'll just make sure that it can get round this corner okay. So it's only like 10 hectares in this field, so it's not very big. This one should just... Yeah, it's going to drop the straw swath straight as it is. We'll come right up to the corner there, and then is it going to be able to get round that corner without getting hung up on the gate? This field's quite tight, but it is a very small combine, so we should be able to cope with it all right. Yes, perfect. No problems whatsoever with that one. So we got 2 combines harvesting at the moment. We've got another field that we want to get going. We can leave that combine for a minute. This one is nearly finished. That one's going nicely. And yeah, we don't want to worry about that one. It's this here. So we've got this one. I want to bring this one down. I've increased the speed on this one now. It does 200 kilometers an hour, which is quite a lot better than we did have. It's still 3,200 horsepower or something obscene like that. And it goes nice and fast. The only issue that we've now got is we've got 5 trailers on this thing, and I don't know if we'll actually be able to get round the town because the town is quite sharp and all of the road signs have got collision on them. So we may not be able to get everywhere that we want to go in town, but I definitely want to try and at least get down to where we had the speed camera flashes previously, because this time, where there's a speed camera that says that you're not allowed to go into town, I think there is also, you're not allowed to have more than 2 trailers. I think like B doubles is what you're limited to, so you can have 2 trailers, but I don't think you're allowed to have any more than that. It might even be there's less than that. You might only be allowed to have a single trailer while you're in town. I can't remember exactly what the settings were on it. However, this vehicle here has got 5 trailers, so if you're not allowed more than like 1 or 2 trailers, we're definitely going to get a speeding ticket or something for that one. So we're going to go up along this way first. We're just going to go straight up this road. I think it was this road up here. It was when we were on here that we got done for a speeding ticket, wasn't it? No. Okay, so it's not that one. We need to drive on further around the town, if I can slow down enough. I set it to 200 kilometers an hour. I thought 200 was probably about right. We could still do a decent bit of driving with that one, but at the same time, it's not going to be so fast that I'm struggling to control it or anything like that. So I thought that 200 would probably be the optimal kind of speed that we want to set these things to. Now, where is the... we got a load of greenhouses up here that we can do stuff with. But there's a KFC somewhere, and I think it's near the KFC that we got done with our speeding fine, wasn't it? So let's come up through here. I can't actually remember what the speed limit in town is. So we do need to drive around fairly fast so that we can try to find it. I think it's up the top end. I'm pretty sure it's up the top end here. There's a whole load of different things. Is it up there? What do we got? There's the Shell station, and KFC and stuff is out along that way. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go up to the top end up here, and hopefully this will let me get done for the speeding ticket. I really love the speeding ticket mechanic. The fact that you can get done for speeding in town is just brilliant, but I don't remember where it is. And I know that we have been zapped by it once, but it'd be great if I could remember where that was. I looked at it and I thought, right, I know where that is now. I can remember that, and I'm not going to get zapped by that again. I'm going to get caught up by this car, aren't I? Unless he goes up that way. Now I'm just getting wrapped around posts and stuff. It's going to let me through. Am I going to be able to fight my way through? Go on, you can do it. Nope, it's not going to let me. Okay, now I'm completely and utterly stuck. Completely, hopelessly stuck on helper B is completed, helper I has completed. That would be the fertilizer vehicles that are doing that. Yeah, that's not happening, is it? Okay, we're going to teleport out of here. We're going to teleport over into the cotton field because that's where we're going to want to be anyway. Whoa! Oh, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Okay, we'll leave that one there for a minute. We'll worry about trying to find... We'll find the speeding camera with the car, and then we can go back and see if we can do it with the toll trailer later on. Right, you have... Oh, I see. I see what you've done. You kind of overlapped. You just missed each other, but you have actually completed the field. That's brilliant. So we can take this one here, the old battle tractor, and we'll run this one down to where our potatoes are down here, so we can start doing this field down here. And then the other one in just a moment. After we set this one up, we will use the other one, and that one can set up on the other field. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to... I think I might have to do a pass across each end of the field in order to get this work. So I'm going to do one pass across the end of the field on this end, and then we can just like set the hired help going while we take the other one up, and we can do the same on the other one up in the other field. So we just back up here. I think that's enough. Go like that. Is that going to be wide enough? Nope, not quite. Let me... You know, I don't know why I'm worrying about saving my fertilizer. I got 300,000 litres of fertilizer in this one right here, and the hired help buys the stuff anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Let's bring that over there. Right, that's better. That's about right. If I press H, he does a straighter line than I can do, especially with the articulated steering on this one. We'll let that one run up to the other end, and then I can set the hired help running up and down the field. I hope we may have to just do another slice along the end of the field down there, and then we can get the other one going on field 3, I think it is. Let's just get round the corner on that one, and I can set it racing up across the field, doing its fertilizer, doing its thing. That's going to be great. Right, back a little bit more. We can do this. There we go. Nope, it's going to have completed its... He's not going to like it until I get past the end of where I've already done the fertilizer. He doesn't seem to like reading like a slice in between two pieces that are done. As soon as you go to it's being open on one side, it's fine. So let that one go on there. Oh, we're on our third round. We've actually done quite a bit. We've done all the way along the top of the field, and we're heading down the side as well. So we should easily complete 3 full rounds on this field before, well, we'll at least get... We should get down this side and along the bottom end, which will be more than enough. We won't actually need to do more than that. We can then start working straight lines. That one's second round. This one is on its second round as well. It's doing excellent. Right, we want you next, and we're going to take you like this, and we're going to jump you straight into field 3. I think that's... I can just about make out a tiny little boundary there. I reckon that is... Ooh, nice. Close enough. Start you up. Right, we're going to have to do... we'll do the same on this one. Rather than taking any chances, we'll do the same on here. We'll just spread one line along the bottom end of this field. And then once we've done that, we can then set the hired help running up across the field to, like, complete the task. I think that might be a little bit too far out. Yes, it is. I know that this one is wider, but I'm being way too over-generous with it. So we're going to bring that one back up through there. And... that'll be more like it, just so that we make sure that we're getting this right. Now back right up into the corner there, and then go. That's better. Right, now that's grabbed all of it. This one will run along here quite quickly, so then we can set it running down that end. And let's just make this a little bit bigger and see how our battle tractor is doing. He is... Which way is he going? Is he heading north or south? I'm not quite sure. No, he's going north, isn't he? I dropped it into the very bottom end of the field. So he's actually going to be... As soon as we've done this bit, we can jump down there and we can take a look at that one, because he will be finished. That one... Right into the fence. Yep, so the battle tractor's probably going to do the same. And then this one will also do that again when it comes back up the other way. So let me just turn that one on. Is that going to reach over the edge? Not quite. I can't leave that corner. I mean, I could. It's not going to... In the grand scheme of things, that tiny corner is not going to make any difference. But I just can't leave it there. I just can't. It's... Yeah. It requires a stronger mind than mine to be able to just leave the corners. I can leave a little patch in the middle of the field without too many qualms. But a piece in... just a piece on the corner of the field, it's just too much for me. I can't cope with it. Right. Actually, I'll tell you what, this one does seem to be doing its job nice. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to just rotate it round and manually put a line along the bottom here, just so that it doesn't get hung up on the fence later on, just to make life a little bit easier for us. Pull you back up there, and is it going to work? Nope. Finish the task. If I go to that point there, it still won't do it. It'll wait until it gets past the end of the line. You can clearly see that there is loads of fertilizer work it needs doing. And now it'll do it. Now it's got to the very end. So we'll let this one run up through here, and then we can set it going south once again. We can also see how well it's going to be able to turn on this corner. I suspect it's not going to be that brilliant. Oh. Okay, I am surprised it did actually do it. That's the second time that this one's done it. The other tractor didn't cope with it very well. But this one has now twice been able to turn the corner without issue. So there's 2 points for the battle tractor, actually. 2 solid points well earned for the battle tractor. So let's go through... yeah, not so much for that one, though. Go on. I reckon it's the minion. I'm blaming Stuart, stuck on the front there. No, that's Dave. We'll call that one Dave. So Dave on the front there, it's all his fault. Dave... I don't know why, but you don't appear to exist in the game. That's what I think is the problem over at the shop as well. We can't see it because it kind of doesn't exist in the game. And you bring it, it comes up to here, so the tractor's not reading the front of it's not reading the front of the minion weight because the weight doesn't kind of exist or something like that. That's my theory. So because the minion doesn't actually exist in the game, that's why it drives the minion weight into the fence, which is a little bit inconvenient for us. It would, I mean, the only way to test this would be to put a different weight onto the tractor and then drive it back into it under the same conditions. But I don't care that much. I gotta be honest, I really don't, because it's not that difficult just to let it do that. Although the speed that it was heading towards the fence, I don't think it was going to be able to stop, even if there wasn't a minion stuck on the front. So, yeah, maybe it's not just that's the issue. Let's just reverse this one up into this corner, and that field can be then taken care of. Start you up. I will have to just manually do this one little bit through here. And then I want to go and get our toll trailers, and I want to unload the cotton combine. Even though we're not doing a great deal with that one at the moment. There we go. Excellent. Right, that's working fine. That one is going to turn, is it? sort of. It does take a little while to get round the corner after it slid to a halt, but it's doing okay. The big bud has turned and is on his way back up across the field again. Slow but steady, that one, and it's doing a great job of it as well. Right, so we've gotten a little bit tangled up here. I would like to try to find some point soon where the speed camera is in town so that we can take this one back, because I'm assuming that where the speed cameras are, we will also be able to get the whole issue with the extra trailers, whether or not they're allowed or not. I don't know if extra trailers are allowed, and if they are allowed, or if they're not allowed rather, I would assume that wherever we got done with the speeding camera, that's where we would also find that problem. So we've done 3 rounds here. Actually, we want to be heading up across the map down here, and this is where we get tangled up into a knot. Well, no, we just slide to a halt. I'm guessing that we want to be heading over this way somewhere. I reckon it's over in this corner somewhere. And we're going to use the front trailer, just to start with, rather than using the middle trailer or anything like that. And we can go racing down through here. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get this one out of this field once we've loaded up a bit. Oh, the hired help I could just see on the mini-map down there, that was actually the fertilizer spreader, wasn't it? Well, that wasn't a bad guess. Just coming up to the combine right now. There he is. Racing up across the field enthusiastically on his 3rd round around the field. So I know that we have unloaded a little bit of this already previously, but we're going to do this again. Something else, I mean, we couldn't pick up this with the forage wagon. It wasn't actually physically possible to pick it up with the forage wagon, which was a bit of a shame because it meant we couldn't stick it straight into this trailer. And there's 200,000 litres. That one is full already. So if I can go onto the next trailer, and we get another 200,000 litres on there. So we've got a road train here with about 1 million litres. Or it's actually 50,000 over 1 million litres, which is actually pretty good size for a road train, I think. 1 million at a time. 3 rounds around the outside. We've done a trailer on the front. So now we want to head back up to the top. And then we want to go back through town again. So yeah, I know I am driving through the crop, but I think that'll be fine. I wonder if there would be another way to pick that. I think baling it is the only way you can do it, but if you put it through a square bale, it doesn't come out as, it's not counted as a cotton bale, it ends up coming out as a hay bale instead, which is a little bit of a nuisance. But there we go, we can live with that. So here is our beautiful toll road train loaded to the gunnels. Well, the first trailer is loaded to the gunnels with cotton, the rest of them not so much. And once we get up to the top end, we want to find, I think the gate is in this corner, isn't it? Isn't it? I hope the gate is in this corner, or we got to go right... Oh, yes, there it is. There is the gateway. So we can open the gate here. And we just ease to a halt. There we go. Jump out. And open. Right. Now we got to try and get into town, and we got to unload this load. Oh, the gate's open the right way as well. Excellent. So we can get through this one without any problems whatsoever. Back up onto this road. And then where is... This is the thing. I can't remember where I got I can't remember where I got that speeding ticket. I'm sure I got the speeding ticket running along the south side here. But maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I got it somewhere else. I know where I need to go for... Right, I don't think... maybe it was along here? I don't think it was along the south, but I've got to go up this way anyway in order to empty out this next load. So I'm going to come up this way here. And... Oh, hang on. What's this? Road trains, 53. Right, I think this is the way we got to go. Because we are definitely longer than 53 meters up through here. And we are going nice and fast as well. This might be where our limit is. Are we going to get a speeding ticket coming up through here? I don't think we are we? No. It's bitterly disappointing. We're going to have another drive around with a car and see if we can find out where exactly we got done for our speeding ticket. So I can come up through here and I can get in with 5 trailers without any problem whatsoever. And then we can go and we can sell this little bit of cotton. I'm not going to bother storing very much on this map. It kind of seems like a hassle that we don't need to worry about, considering that this is generally an unrealistic series. So storing it for an optimal sale day or something like that, I don't really think we need to go through the worry and the hassle of it. So if we just pull up alongside there and we empty that one out. How quickly does it empty? It's quite slow emptying. I know that we can load it pretty quick, but that's because of the John Deere's overloading capacity. I may have tweaked it just a tiniest of smidgens in order to get it to operate nicely. And so yeah, it does go reasonably quickly. So what are we getting on here today? Let me just look into the prices. We want to go over to cotton. There we go. Scroll down. 463 per thousand. We got $93,000 for that load, and another 20,000 litres here. That's not going to be a great deal there. That's only going to be like nearly 10,000. Okay, that's not too bad at all, really. So we'll bring this one down here. We can just stop this one there for a minute. I want to go and check the combines and see how they're getting on, and all of our other machines. Potatoes are coming along nicely. The cotton is not quite done 3 rounds, but he will have very soon. This one is on its 3rd round. I'm thinking, actually, we might be able to switch this one over to standard hired help. Let's just try it a minute. We'll try this. Let me just stop that one a second there and bring it up. Because the standard hired help is quite a bit faster. It's whether or not it can stop at the end with only 2 rounds done. Because it does only have 2 rounds on the headland on the end. So let's go standard hired help and then try it. It does go quite a bit faster when it's racing down across the field. But yeah, it's on the end. It's whether there's enough room to turn with just 2 passes. I don't know if 2 is quite enough. We'll soon find out when we get down here. And I don't think we'll worry about using a road train to unload this one. We'll simply, once the field is done, we'll teleport the combine back over to the pigs and it can unload straight into the pigs. The barley, we might keep the barley for making beer, although I'm not sure. I haven't really made my mind up. No, that's actually going to be fine. It's going to turn just fine on that. And we'll go to this one as well. I'm going to do the same on this one. I'm going to set this one going with standard hired help. So if I go like that, and I go standard hired help on there, and then just press H, away it goes. Whoosh. It's quite a bit faster on this. I mean, he's done 4 rounds on the outside there, so there's going to be plenty of room for this one to turn round. No trouble at all. He does do the reverse bit as well, just to like get rid of the excess straw that's in the combine, and it's going to come up and right, it'll do a reverse turn. Okay, that one's been fine. Okay, so we got those going just fine on there. This one can stay there for a minute. Fertilizer is on its way through on there. That one again. Okay, I think overall our crops are doing really well. We'll worry about doing looking for speed cameras next time, I think. We're going to have to wrap things up. So my question for this week, we have got that cotton that is going on the ground behind this one right here. And we're also getting cotton from the combine itself, from the cotton picker itself. So do you want me to do something with the cotton on the ground? Do you want me to just leave it? Because, you know, technically it shouldn't be there anyway. It should only be what is going into the combine here. So we could just leave the cotton on the ground and not do anything with it, plow it back in. Or I could get a standard in-game baler with a 4,000 litre bale, put it on follow me behind a couple of these, and we'll have them working up and down the fields from next week. And we could have those sort of running like that. So I won't have them going really, really fast if we're doing that. I'll put them on the AI extension so they're limited in speed a little bit. And then we can, you know, loads and loads of 4,000 litre bales. Or I could try and find a modded baler with that I can increase capacity that will actually take this windrow. I haven't been able to find one yet, but I will have a look around more enthusiastically for one if that's what you'd like. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner, and I will try to remember to put the question up there, because I do keep forgetting to do that, but I do eventually do it, even if it's like an hour after the video goes up. So yes, do you want me to just leave the cotton on the ground? Do you want me to bale it with standard bales, or do you want me to bale it with a large modded baler? But anyway, that is all I got time for today. So if you enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.